Here's a story that reminds me of a song by Shaggy. Remember this? It wasn't me. One by one, members of President Trump's cabinet are denying writing an anonymous op-ed piece critical of the president.
It is all part of your Nightcap in 90 seconds.
Denial Day in Washington. Cabinet officials rushed to say they were not behind that anonymous New York Times op-ed that described an active resistance movement inside the Trump White House. Nearly every member of the president's inner circle denied authoring it. That includes First Lady Melania Trump.
Family members of an Omni Hotel employee who drowned during Hurricane Harvey are now expanding their lawsuit. It now centers around the elevator she was trapped in. Lawyers representing Jill Rennick say an engineer had to rescue another employee flooded out in the building's elevator 2 years before Harvey. The family is suing, saying the company failed to install required flood sensors.
A frightening shooting today in downtown Cincinnati. A man with a 9mm handgun opened fire at a bank building, killing 3 people and wounding 2 others. Police shot and killed the gunman in the lobby of the bank.
For the first time in Harris County, prosecutors are going after a property owner they say did not pay a Houston day laborer for work done at his home. This is Sonny D. Nicholas. He's charged with theft of services. Though it's only a misdemeanor, labor and workers' rights advocates say this sends a powerful message to those thinking of doing the same thing.
Twitter said today it's permanently banning Alex Jones, the right-wing conspiracy theorist, as well as his InfoWars show. Jones was cited for abusive behavior after shouting at a CNN journalist outside 2 congressional hearings yesterday. Jones had 900,000 followers on Twitter.